You have to disbalance enemy's body, not randomly but only in specified planes. At first let's have a look to some simple movements. Movement forward from you, back to you, to the side, left or right side. Forward movement to diagonal line angularly 45 degrees from you. Look how easy it is to shift his body. Now movement angularly 45 degrees backward. What's happened? The body lost its balance and tried to keep it soever. If the shift is critical, your partner will try to make a step to maintain the body balance and restore his point of rest. The same picture if I move him back. Pay attention, please. When does he steps? He will put his foot just to the same point which I have chosen and where I have directed my force. If I pull him more intense, he will make a few steps. Compare, please. And now I push him gently. These things are studying at the sensation level. In order to practice, you may come up to your partner and begin to move him, shift his body and notice what is happening. But of course you must know the system foundation, how does it works, on what conceptions it is based. Well, let's take a look to medium line, backbone, bottom ring, top ring. If I begin to twist his top ring only, nothing will happen. That's why any of my movements, blows, levers and so on, I must direct to the center of gravity. Or in other words, my power line must go through his center of gravity. You already know that this center is located on the bottom level. You can unbalance his body, for example, beginning with his finger. I transfer the power from the first finger to the wrist, then to the elbow, to the shoulder, to the spine, and at the end to his center of gravity and point of rest. So you can manage with your enemy's body with his joints. All we need is exact direction. In order to have success in this action, you must know basis of biomechanics and human anatomy to vector your efforts to the right aim. Walk with hand and wrist. Pushing gives us one result, twisting another. Expanding and turning the hand in torsion movement gives very interesting effect. The torsion movement is a 3D motion, which gives us full control to enemy's body. Backbone. If I hold my partner to the shoulders and begin to twist him in horizontal plane around the spine, he will just scroll in 2 dimensions, at the same place but doesn't fall down. Just the same picture is if I hold and twist his hips. His body would turn over on the same place but nothing happens. He keeps the balance and doesn't fall down. But if I shift his backbone slightly to any side, his body immediately becomes firm and unstable construction. Why? Because I have shifted his point of rest. Then I direct one of his shoulder slightly up and the other one slightly down. Plane of scrolling is not horizontal. It's declined angularly 30-40 degrees. Now I begin to turn him over like a screw. Control your leg's position. Use his spine as an axis and use your center of gravity to intensify the pressure. Of course, it's a feature of hand-to-hand fighting, but important feature. Russian martial arts has a lot of such features. Let's research how does the body works. Look, I keep my back straight and begin to squat a little while exhalation. I use my center of gravity in much the same way, but points of action, shoulder loin, and so on. It is so-called couple of vectors action in either different directions spirally on one axis. The same picture we have using elbow as a lever. The same concept but another mode. I act him twisting his wrist joint. I give the movement forward to my enemy through the twisting his spine and scrolling his peer. Similarity, you might do it using as a couple of points shoulder, ham-pit, back knee hollow. I take his hand, force number 1, and use his ham-pit, force number 2. You may do the same action backside. I eject, displace his knee with my leg and twist his shoulders with my hand. All these actions are based on the couple vector. All the rest are just different ways and modes of action. The basement of Russian martial arts is knowledge different modes of action and how to use it in hand-to-hand fighting. That's why the Russian martial arts doesn't use separate hooks. We've learned some modes, the only one conception. Shoulders. Shift his spine and twist it spirally. The first person may practice in conception of action, and the second one practice to fall down safely. Person which do the action must control his breath, keep straight his back and follow his partner's movement. In order to be near him and watch him, you must always see your enemy. Where is he now? The best place is near his head. Look, my knees are always ready to press the enemy down. At the same time, you practice to control him on the ground. And now, take a look without comments to some combat positions and situations.
Нужно сначала слегка позвоночник столкнуть. Слегка, чуть-чуть. Этого достаточно. Внутрь забрал. Бедро можно внутрь, на руку. Соответственно, разное будет положение. Сюда. Вот это положение ногой я делаю. Вы можете здесь правильно делать. Поэтому пока посмотрите, можете сделать. Здесь есть некоторые нюансы, как правильно его подработать по окружности.